All right, guys, here's what we've done. We have smoked this brisket for about 12 hours. Now, before, I know you want to dive into it, but before you do, here's the main key to the whole thing of smoking brisket. You got to let it rest. So in a perfect world, we would say try to go 3 to 4 hours. A lot of times if you have it wrapped in foil or butcher paper, you can wrap it in a towel, throw it in a cooler, but either way, you just want to let it go for a couple hours before slicing into it. So this is fully rested. We've got it ready on the board. You can see, here's the way I always do. I always go with the flat side. So this would be the lean part of the brisket to my left, the point or the fatty end to my right. And then what you're gonna do is you're gonna see we've got a little spot right here where it kind of breaks. It's almost in the middle, and I'm just gonna take that and slice it in half. So look, so you can see you've got the flat where your grain is running this way, and then your moist part, the grain actually changes. So we're always gonna slice our lean first, run it north to south. We also, real quick, I love using a serrated blade. I think it actually kind of carves through the brisket a little bit easier. A lot of times if you use just a flat one, it can tend to pull it when you go. So I go serrated. You can get your slices as thick as you want. These are kind of thicker. See, we've got that perfect bend to them. All right, so our thinnest slice, here's the key. If you were to take the moist part and go all the way over, you don't want to do that because remember that grain. So what we're going to do, I tend to take just the tip off of it right here. That way, set that off to the side. Then you can kind of see the grain. You're going to turn it. So you're going to do a 45-degree turn there, and then you're going to cut this way. That way, look, you can see you've got the moist part, how the grain runs. So if you keep this piece on right here, a lot of times as you're cutting through, this will start to split. So what I do is I cut it on the side, and then that way your guests have little nibbles as you're slicing. Makes it perfect. And that's it. So that way, just remember, the key is you want to slice against the grain. So on the lean, you're going to slice it this way. Then on your moist part, you're going to rotate it and slice. It's as easy as that. Remember, the key is resting.